Welcome back to Sahara TV. My name is Rudolf Okonkwo. 10 years ago, a website called Nigerian Village Square came online, and it called itself a marketplace for ideas. Today, we want to look at that marketplace, the media landscape, online media, what it means, how it has transformed over the last 10 years, and the future of that platform. With us today on Sahara TV is the founder of the website, Big K. Big K, welcome to Sahara TV. Good. Also, we have one of the founding original members, contributors to the website, BP. BP, welcome to Sahara TV.
Thank you for having me.
Now, for the purpose of full disclosure, I was one of the people, too, who was involved somewhere as a contributor to the website. Now, let me start with you, Big K. So, can you remind viewers, many of whom were maybe contributors or people who were members of the site, how did it all start?
Well, we started in 2003. We were all members of Nigeria World at a forum, of which we are all members. So at some point, the owner of Nigeria World decided it doesn't want to do that forum. So we had several issues, and suddenly we found ourselves in a dating site. So a few of us said, this is time to move on and do something else. So that's how we, started with Nigeria Village Square. We started just find a place, a forum for those who are not happy moving to a dating site. We started with EasyBoy, which is a free website. And 10 years later, here we are.
Now, BP, did you join from Nigeria World to Nigeria Village Square?
Yes, I was on Nigeria World, and then one day went online and the forum was gone. And at that time, I think we had a group called NFL. So a member of that group called me and said, oh, there's a new site starting up, and this is where you go. And that's how I found it, yeah.
Okay, so 10 years after, Big K, how does it look? What is the experience? What are your takeaways?
Oh man, it's been a rewarding experience in several ways. On the online platform, Nigeria Village Square has given birth to a lot of modern media platforms, including Sahara reporters, including many of the blogs that we have out there today. So on that side, I would say that it's been a sense of accomplishment. On the side of engaging the people in power and the people who are opposing them, it's been a lot of accomplishment as well. Since we started, we've now had over 20,000 articles written on the continent of Nigeria. We've had close to 1 million posts on the forum, talking about events in Nigeria over the last 10 years. So I see it as, almost like 10 years of documenting our history online, seeing what happened, who supported it or opposed it, and what became of those happenings. Since we started, we've had like 3 civilian governments. We were advocating for democracy when we started at Nigeria World. Today, we've had 4 changes of power, from Obasanjo to Yaradua to Jonathan. So it's been a sense of, accomplishment that I feel over 10 years.
BP, how will you describe your experience online?
I think all in all, it's been a good experience. I mean, I've made good friends by going on that line, and friendship that I've endured. So it's been good, and it's a place to just catch up on news from home, catch up on just what's happening back in Nigeria, and just be in touch with the culture, basically.
Now, Big K, is there any plan to mark this occasion? Any kind of reunion or events that you plan to remember the 10th year of Nigeria Village Square?
Yes, we had a big party when we were 5, because I never expected Village Square to be 1 year. Now we are 10. So I'm still suffering from the hangover from the last one. But we do intend to do 2 things. One of them is we are launching a compendium of articles. So some of the best articles for the first 5 years. We are going to put them into a book. and we're going to be launching that. It's going to be a rotating launch around the U.S., Europe, and Nigeria later in the year. The second thing we're going to be doing is we want to roll out 10 rural libraries in rural locations in Nigeria. That's a project we are actively working on right now. And at some point, we will solicit, members of the forum and members of the public to also help us in actualizing that dream. So those are the two things we are doing, the book and the libraries. And I must say that the book is something that I'm going to be very proud of, because we have late Tina Achebe writing you were part of the people, Rudolf, that presented the manuscript to late Achebe in 2010. And I'm proud to say that he wrote the forward for it.
Wow. Now, the BP, it's not very, there are very few, based on some informal studies, very few women who participate in online forums like the Nigerian Village Square. What brought you there, and what sustained you on that forum?
What brought me there?
Yeah,
I mean, no idea.
Yeah.
I probably just I was probably just doing a search on the computer and found Nigeria World and kind of started reading and got interested. So when it moved over to the Village Square, I had already formed friendships. So it was like the people that I knew, it was a place to come in and meet friends. And so that kind of sustained me. So just keeping in touch with people and continuing that, building those relationships were important to me enough for me to keep coming back.
Now, BK, we just spoke to Ruben Abati, who is a spokesman of the government. And I wonder, as someone who runs a very important media platform, what's the relationship between you and the people in government? Have they tried to influence what you do? And if so, how? And do you feel the presence of government officials or people who are sent by the government to interfere in some of the discussions going on your platform?
Right. You see, at the base of it, MVS is a platform. So people come from all over, the government, the anti-government people, to try to influence things. Ruben Abati is one of our core members. He's one of the people who started writing articles for us. In Jonathan's circle today, we have 3 of his advisors who were members of Nigerian Village Square. We have Orunto Douglas, we have, what's his name, the other social media guy, and then we have Ruben Abati. Jonathan himself at some point said MVS was his favorite website. I'm not sure if he was a member of or not. We've had several old members who have become, ministers, advisors, and so on, governors, and so on in the society. So we know that they are influenced, or they are trying to influence activities on the forum. But at the same time, we do not, allow anyone to take over our activities. That is why we remain truly independent. We've had offers, of contributions from members of the government, but we've always relied on either our own resources or, donations from members of the website. So I would say we are still very independent, irrespective of the fact that a lot of big men in Nigeria today are members or were members of Nigeria Village Square. Yeah,
you mentioned donation. How do you sustain the site? Do you make the money from advertisements, or is it that yearly donation that people give that helps you to run the site?
Yes, those are our 2 main sources. We do yearly donations. We've not done that for 2-3 years now. We also have Google ads that also help. And, once in a while we get some corporate bodies trying to advertise as well. So those are the 2 major sources of sustenance, donations.
Now, BP, after 10 years, are you still excited about going to the site or going to online sites in general the way it was 10 years ago? Or is there a kind of reduction in your activities?
There's been a reduction in my activities, and it's not a reflection on the site, but just other things going on in my life. So when I joined, I was single, no kids. Now I have kids, so I have homework.
I understand that.
I have places to chauffeur people too. I have to make sure somebody didn't fall off a landing or something. So,
I understand
so
that.
life is a bit busy. So
Yeah.
participation is not quite what it used to be.
Yeah, yeah, BK, do you feel that? I mean, like that the old members that they kind of like BP talked about, life caught up with them, and they change their lifestyle, and now you have new people, are dealing with new people. What is your experience in that regard about consistency?
Well, that's to be expected. That people will grow older. Experiences, like life will come in. We have children and so on. Then, on the other side of things is that when we started, we are one of very few. You don't have, the multitudes of blogs that you have today. You don't have multitudes of forums that you have today. And 10 years ago, there was no YouTube, right? There was Facebook. So all of those things that have happened on the, technology side of things has also affected the kind of interaction you can have. So what you're trying to do is to manage all of those external, things that have happened to technology and to people, and just to make sure that the core, vision of the website remains true.
Now, I remember I was a member of Nigeria World too, and one of the issues we had then was about censorship. People being banned and people being allowed to post and stuff like that. How do you deal with that on your platform, Nigeria Village Square?
It evolved. If you guys remember, the first post we said on Nigeria Village Square, we don't want to ban anyone. And I'm proud to say that after 10 years, we've never banned one person. Nobody has been removed from the website. So what we do is to have creative ways to deal with people. You put them in timeouts, like you put kids in timeout. Actually, I joke that I run an adult baby care sometimes, sometimes we put them in a 1-week timeout, sometimes we put them in a month timeout. We call it creative names like red card, yellow cards, but no one has been really banned. So we try to make it as free as possible, but we also require some sort of responsibility from members of the forum.
Now, BP, you are one of the people I met through Nigeria World and Nigeria Village Square, and we became friends. So how many of such friends have you been in touch with them, or did they fizzle out after a while?
Some people have kind of lost touch with, because some people moved home, and once in a while we get in touch again and say, hey, catch up on life and everything. But there are some people that have who live in my state, that I've met face to face. We've visited one another's homes, our kids play together, kind of thing. So I can't begin to count.
Okay.
You didn't tell me I was supposed to count.
No, I'm just saying. Okay. That's okay.
But I do have several, because and then with Facebook, then you kind of start putting faces to names and kind of linking up. So I think we keep in touch that way as well. So.
Now, BK, I understand that there were weddings. People met and got married. Are you running an dating site also? What is going on?
I've told people now that I should be getting, maybe another source of funding could be dowries, you know that? Because we've had at least, that I know of, we've had at least 3 or 4 weddings that I know of. I'm sure there are more that people, don't want to share on the forum or want to share with me. So I think there's been several weddings, several, dating and all of that, but, there's a limit to what I should know or what I should be informed. So I really don't know. But on the other side as well, unfortunately, we've witnessed a few tragedies. Last year, we lost 2 key members of the forum. I was in Canada for one of their burials. And if you remember, one of them was also very dear to Sahara reporters. We also lost him. So we've had, deaths in the family, so to speak, as well. We've had, fights. People who know each other, off the forum and bring their fights to the forum and make it a popcorn event for us. So, I mean, it's been an online reflection of reality in many aspects.
So let me ask you, BK, how long do you think you can run this? And are you seeing it transformed into something else?
Yes. As long as I have the strength, I will continue to, to manage it. But managing does not mean day-to-day running. So we try to make the forum self-sustaining through the use of moderators, and we try to recruit people for the articles, to sort of be our editors as well. We have an editorial board that manage, the overall kind of direction of the articles, and that one, very independent of me. I try to make the moderators independent of me as well. The whole idea is to make MVS last as long as possible, with or without being put up.
All right, we just have a few seconds left. BP, so are you going to go for a reunion if one is planned around you?
I wouldn't mind attending. I know that was it a couple of years ago? There were when it turned 5. There were several reunions done, and we on the California side just did our own, and we met, took pictures, sent it online. So hey, I don't mind.
Wow. Okay. BK, is there anybody who contributes to that side that you've not met or you want to meet? That you think, this is somebody I would like to meet? Because sometimes I can tell you there were some names I remember those days that I want to know who they are. Are there people like that you are intrigued about?
Quite a few. No name comes to my mind right now, but there are quite a few contributors who have some very, very unique ideas, which I would like to hear, their worldview. In general, person to person, and explore it a few more with them. So there are quite a few people like that.
All right, let's stop it there, and we'll continue. And we wish Nigeria Village Square more years.
Another thing I want to mention, Rudolf, is
okay.
you, me, BP, and a few others, started MVS being part of Nigerian Leadership Foundation. And one of my dreams is to make sure that we revive that at some point, to live to his dream as well.
No, say that again. BK, say that again. I didn't hear you very well.
I feel 3 of us and a few others started the Nigerian Leadership Foundation. Yes. With some vision as well. So I would like us to revive that at some point.
Yes. No, I understand, and I know that that's something that we can discuss. Which leads me to something that I didn't mention. Do you feel that there's a potential in having thousands of people come together on your platform? Do you feel that you're utilizing that possibilities and potentials well? I mean, to the maximum. You understand where I'm getting to?
I understand. We've used it to some extent. We've done some massive, global engagement. Like a few years ago, we did a global rally for one of our citizens in Spain. Using the crowdsourcing, so to speak. But, we can do a lot more. We can actually change the government. We can change the direction of our country. If we can optimize the people that show the forum. So to that extent, we've not even done close to what we can achieve with what we have here.
All right. I want to really thank you, BK, for coming on our show.
Thank you.
BP, I want to thank you for coming on Sahara TV.
Thank you for having me.
All right. That has been members of the Nigeria Village Square, one of the leading websites for Nigerians. They are marking the 10th anniversary of the website. When we come back, we are going to continue our programming. And remember, we are going to bring you Keeping It Real with Adiola and Dr. Damages. So stay tuned.